Okay, here today we discuss about this chapter stereoisomerism, but directly going to about what is stereoisomerism and all that. Before that, we know few basic thing regarding this. First of all, you must know about what is isomerism and which are the different types and all that. So let's we begin with the some introductory part regarding this stereoisomerism. While studying the organic chemistry, we come across many cases where there are two or more compounds which are having same atoms, even same number of molecular formula and all that, but they are having a different in the their properties, physical as well as the chemical properties are different one. So these compounds we say that which are the isomers. Okay, so the what is the isomerism and what is the meaning of isomers? Here we discuss. So the compounds which are have the same molecular formula but differ from each other in physical or chemical properties are called isomers. In Greek, iso means the same and meros means parts. Okay, so what this indicate? Isomers means which are having a same molecular formula but which differ in their physical as well as chemical properties. Okay, and the phenomena is called isomerism, or the property exhibited by such compound is known as isomerism. So all of you getting this? Yes, let me
Yes,
know.
sir.
All of you getting what is isomers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. As different compounds possess the same molecular formula, the difference in their physical and chemical properties is attributed to varying internal structures of the molecules. Okay, so what is the meaning of this statement? We go after this, knowing the example of this. Okay, so there are the main two types of isomerism. So which are those?
Structural isomer and stereoisomer.
Yes, very good. Okay, there are two types of isomerism. First one is the structural isomerism and second one is the stereoisomerism. So, so what is the meaning of this? Structural isomerism is what and stereoisomerism is what? So the structural isomerism, it is due to the different arrangement of atoms within the molecule. Okay, remember that there is a different arrangement of atoms within the molecule. In other words, you may say that structural isomers are compounds that have the same molecular formula but different structural formulas. Okay, this is a very important one. So the compounds which are having a same molecular formula but different structural formulas are called structural isomerism. The structural isomerism is further divided into following categories like chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism. So what this? Okay, so here we just take one example of all these respective categories like chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism. Let's begin, okay, with the second type, which is the stereoisomerism. Okay, so the stereoisomerism is what is the, first of all, tell me what is the meaning of structural isomerism? What is structural isomerism? Yes, anyone?
Isomer is
Yes,
the
structural
group
isomers
of
having same molecular formula but different structural formulas. And what is the meaning of stereoisomerism? It is due to different arrangement of atoms or groups around a carbon atom in space. Okay, so what the meaning? So this it having a same structural formula. Okay, or you may say the carbon arrangement of carbon atom in space is different one, it having same molecular formulas. Okay, so stereoisomers have the same molecular as well as structural formula, but possess different spatial arrangement of atoms in space. So it is also known as space isomerism. Remember that stereoisomerism, because it having a different spatial arrangement of atoms in space, they are also known as space isomerism. So for this, to know about what is space isomerism, how their spatial arrangement is different, here I have given one example. Actually this is one type, that enantiomers, but you have to just focus here. This bromide atom, the position of this bromide atom, it is a different one. Okay, so all of you getting this? So these compounds, okay, this first compound and this second compound, which are having a same molecular formula, same structure, but what is the difference? The position of this bromide atom is the different in both the case. Okay, so this is called stereoisomerism. Getting clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this stereoisomerism, which are further classified into two types. First one is geometrical or cis-trans isomerism, and second one is optical isomerism. Clear? Stereoisomerism, which are classified into two types: geometrical or cis-trans isomerism and optical isomerism. Can you tell me about the different types of structural isomerism? Yes, structural isomerism, which we classified into 5 types. Which are those?
Chain isomerism.
Chain isomerism. Yes. Second,
Position.
position isomerism. Correct. Third one,
Metamerism.
metamerism. Correct. Fourth one,
Functional isomerism.
yes, functional isomerism. Correct. And fifth one, tautomerism. Okay.
Tautomerism.
Yes, very good. And stereoisomerism, which are the two types of stereoisomerism?
Geometrical and optical isomerism.
Yes, geometrical and optical isomerism. Okay, now we can say that the isomerism, which we classified as a structural isomerism and stereo or space isomerism. Structural isomerism means what? The structural isomers which have a different structure formulae, that is different arrangement of atoms within the molecule. Whereas in space or stereoisomerism, the stereomers which have a same structure formula but different configuration, that is different arrangement of atoms or groups in space. And this structural isomer, which we classified, or there are different types like chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism. Whereas stereoisomers we classified as a geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. Okay, clear? Now here in next slide we discuss to know about what is exactly chain isomerism and position and all that. So we discuss one representative example of all these. So first one is chain isomerism. So this is due to the difference in the nature of carbon chain. For example, butane, which are having a molecular formula C4H10, and it exhibit in two isomeric forms, that is N-butane and isobutane. Okay, so here is the structure of these two, N-butane and isobutane. So from this structure, what you get? Yes, from these two structure, we can conclude this both structure, N-butane as well as this isobutane, which are having a molecular formula C4H10. But what is the difference in these both?
Structure.
Yes, there is difference in
Carbon chain.
structure. Arrangement of atoms are a different one. Okay, so we have seen there is the in the structural isomerism, the arrangement of atoms within the molecule is a different one. Okay, so with this we can conclude, yes, and there is a change in or the difference in the arrangement of atoms within the molecule, and this is the chain isomerism. Now, second one is the position isomerism. This is due to the difference in the position occupied by an atom or a functional group in a carbon chain. For example, butanol, which are having a molecular formula C4H9OH and which exhibits as a two position isomers as follows: 1 butane and 2 butane. Sorry, 1 butanol and 2 butanol. Okay, so what is the here you can say that the position of this hydroxyl group is a different one. Okay, and that's why the you may say the different compounds you will obtain even though it having a same molecular formula 1 butanol and 2 butanol. Clear? Can you give me the few examples of position isomerism? Because we have seen till now we have completed the benzene, aromatic amines as well as the phenol. So from that you will get the different position isomers. Can you give me the example? Okay, I just draw the different example. You have to tell me the name of this compound. Can you tell me the name?
2-nitrophenol.
2-nitrophenol.
Ortho nitrophenol or 2-nitrophenol. Okay, and now this one. This one.
Para-nitrophenol.
Para-nitrophenol. So these are the, what is the example of this? This is the example of position isomers. Okay, in that both are having the same molecular formula, but the position of the substituent is a different one. One more position isomer you will get. Which one? Here is the orthonitrophenol, para-nitrophenol, and one more you will get. One more isomer you will get. Which one?
Metanitrophenol.
Yes, metanitrophenol. So all of you getting position isomerism or position isomers means what?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now next one is the functional isomerism. So in this, the compound having a same molecular formula but different functional groups. Like example is ethyl alcohol and dimethyl ether. So in both it having a same molecular formula but the functional groups are different one. Like here is the alcohol, okay, ethyl alcohol, and here is a dimethyl ether. Okay, so this is a totally different one. Okay, means the functional group is different, so it having a different properties. But what is the common thing? It having a same molecular formula. That's it. Okay, so this is about the functional isomerism. Okay, now here I again draw one structure. You have to tell me the functional group it have. Yes, it is the, it having, it is a structure of,
Acetone.
yes, acetone.
Acetone.
So which functional group it have?
Ketone.
Yes, it
Ketone.
having a ketone. Okay. Now second structure here I have given. So which is the this compound is? Can you tell me the functional group it having? Yes.
Aldehyde.
Yes, it is aldehyde. Yes, correct. And it is propanaldehyde. Okay, and
Propionaldehyde.
both are having a same molecular formula. Can you tell me the molecular formula? Yes, the both compound, this both compound having molecular formula.
C3H6O.
Yes, C3H6O. Very good. Okay, so this is functional isomerism. Moving to the next one, which is a metamerism. So this isomerism is shown by the compounds having the same molecular formula and even the same functional group. Okay, but two alkyl groups attached to the same functional groups are different one, and these isomers belongs to the same homologous series. For example, here is the diethyl ether and methyl propyl ether. So what is the statement? Which are having same molecular formula? Yes, these both diethyl ether and methyl propyl ether having a same molecular formula, and the functional group in both it having a same functional group, or it is a example of an ether. But what is the difference? The difference is, here is the, you may say, here is a to the oxygen on one side it having a methyl group, ethyl group, and one it having a ethyl group. And in this case it having on oxygen it having methyl, and one side it having a propyl group which are attached. Okay, so this type is called metamerism. Clear? Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now moving to the next one, which is the tautomerism. So this is a special case of functional isomerism. Okay, it is a special case of functional isomerism in which the isomers are in dynamic equilibrium with each other. Here we take the example of ethyl acetoacetate, which is an equilibrium mixture of the following two forms. Which are those? The mixture containing at room temperature, the mixture having 93% of keto form plus 6% of the enol form. Okay, so you might be know about keto enol form. Okay, so this is called tautomerism. Here is the, it is the ketone group is there, so it is a keto form, whereas in here it is having alcoholic group, so it is enol form. Okay, keto and enol form, and both are in equilibrium with each other. So in this case it having same molecular formula, but what is this? What is the difference? It having a difference in functional groups. Like here you may say it having a ketone, and here it having a alcoholic. Okay, so you may say it is a special case of functional isomerism. Okay, so these isomers which are in dynamic equilibrium with each other. Clear? So all of you getting this? So we have completed this structural isomerism with its different types, with examples of all the respective type. So all of you getting this? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Yes, sir.
from the next slide, we discuss our main topic, which is stereoisomerism. Okay, and from that, the stereoisomerism, which we classified into two types. First one is geometrical isomerism, and second one is, yes, which one is second one? Geometrical, and second one is,
Optical.
Optical isomerism.
yes, optical isomerism. So here we firstly discuss about geometrical isomerism. So what is the geometrical isomerism? So it is also called, yes, it is also called geometrical isomer, or isomerism is also known as,
Cis-trans isomer.
yes, cis trans isomerism. So what is that? The geometrical isomerism, which are also called cis-trans isomerism, and which is results from a restriction in rotation about double bonds or about single bonds in cyclic compounds. Okay, so you may say that the geometrical isomerism which can be observed in alkene as well as in cyclic compounds. Also there are the few example in which there are the double bond, like in between carbon and nitrogen, in that case also we can say it is a cis or trans. Okay, so mainly you may say, remember that when the compound which are, there is a restriction in rotation about double bonds, or in single bonds, there is a formation of this geometrical isomers. Clear? Yes. Yes, all of you getting this? So here firstly we discuss about the geometrical isomerism in alkenes. The carbon atoms of the carbon-carbon double bond are sp2 hybridized in alkenes, and the carbon-carbon double bond which are consist of one is having sigma bond and another having a pi bond. So all of you know this one. Okay, so how the sigma bond get formed? Yes, how the sigma bond get formed in carbon-carbon double bond? How the sigma bond get formed? Can you tell me? Yes, anyone? Okay, so you may say there is an overlap of a carbon-carbon, okay, and the pi bond is get formed in this carbon-carbon. The sigma bond get formed because of the overlap of the overlap of sigma bond is formed by the overlap of sp2 hybrid orbital. Okay, and whereas the pi bond is formed by the overlap of p orbitals. Okay, so which one is stronger one? Sigma bond or pi bond is stronger one? Yes, sigma bond or pi bond. From that, which one is a stronger one?
Sigma 1.
Yes, sigma bond is a stronger one as compared to pi bond. So the presence of the pi bond locks the molecule in one position. Okay, so if you consider, suppose there are the, okay, this, okay, one plate, okay, and here is one nail, suppose you have to, okay, so can there is free rotation? The rotation of this plate is free. Can you rotate this? Yes. Shall it rotate? Hello. Suppose here is one stick, and to this stick you have attached a one plate, okay, or one card. So will it rotate? Yes, it will rotate. But if you attach, okay, means suppose there is one, there are two, okay, there are two plates. If you attach, then they can be rotate. But if you attach a second one, then it cannot rotate. Okay, so that's why, suppose if there are in between, you have to consider one carbon single bond is there, then there is free rotation of atom will takes place. But if there are double bond, so quite it doesn't get, there is restriction. Okay, the rotation is not possible. So the presence of pi bond which locks the molecule in one position. The two carbon atoms of the carbon-carbon double bond and four atoms that are attached to them lie in one plane, and their position in space are fixed because of this double bond. Rotation around the carbon-carbon double bond is not possible because rotation would break the pi bond. Okay. Now here is the, you may say diagrammatically we can say that, okay, here there is a carbon-carbon double bond, but if you allow to rotate this, then it will get break. Okay, observe here, it will get break. So you may say the rotation about pi bond is not possible because it would get break the pi bond. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this restriction, okay, so all of you getting what is the restriction of rotation? So this restriction of rotation about the carbon-carbon double bond is responsible for this geometrical isomerism in alkenes. So here is the example. Okay, so here is the example, like 2-butene. Okay, but here we can give the specific or suffix we have written as cis-2-butene and trans-2-butene. Why? Because of there is a different in, yes, what is the difference in both? There is a different in arrangement of atoms in or groups in space. Like in this case, this methyl group, two methyl groups which are present on same side of double bond. Okay, this methyl group are present on same side of double bond, and in that case, these methyl groups which are present in opposite side of the double bond, and that's why this is called geometrical isomerisms are also called cis trans isomerism. So these two compounds here we refer to having a geometrical isomers and which are distinguished from each other by this term cis and trans. So what is the cis isomer? The meaning of cis in Latin is on same side. Okay, so just look at this structure here. This methyl group which are on a same side of double bond. So it is cis isomer. Whereas the trans isomer means what? In Latin, the meaning of trans is across. Okay, so the trans isomers is that in which two similar groups are on the opposite side of the double bond. Okay, so here is the example like trans to butene, in which the methyl group which are present on opposite side of double bond. Okay, so this is the trans isomer. So all of you getting this?
Yes, sir.
So you may say that this type of isomerism is often called cis-trans isomerism, and geometrical isomers are stereoisomers because they have the same structural formula, but there is a different spatial arrangement of atoms. Clear? That's why it is called cis-trans isomers. So up till now, all of you getting this?
Yes, sir.
So remember that the cis form, you can be convert it into trans or vice versa. So how this will be get possible? So here we discuss the conversion of cis isomer into trans isomer or vice versa is possible only if either isomer is heated to high temperature or if it absorbs the light. Then the heat supplies the energy which are around 62 kilocalorie per mole, which will break the pi bond, and so that the rotation about sigma bond becomes possible. Upon cooling, there is a reformation of the pi bond, and you will get the mixture of trans 2-butene plus cis-butene. Here we have taken the example of butene. So here is the, okay, what happens we discuss here. So here is the example of butene. So on heating, there is a breaking of this pi bond. Okay, so you will get that. And as there is only one bond present in between carbon-carbon, so there is a rotation is possible. And what happens here due to rotation, there is a change in the position. Okay, look at here. Here is the, okay, the position of this methyl and hydrogen, which gets you may say change in position of this both. So on heating this will be happens, but after cooling it get reform the double bond. The double bond get form in between this. Now this will be converted into cis and this will be converted into trans. So you can say that here is the cis form. So the cis form can be converted into trans and vice versa. Suppose here it is a trans form, so this trans will be so you may easily convert into cis form. Okay, so this will be happens. This will be possible only if the isomers is heated at high temperature or it absorb the light. Okay, so it can be possible. So up till now the concept get clear. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in next lecture we discuss about the stability of cis and trans isomer, which one is more stable and why this is so, and a few more examples. Okay, and we predict whether it is the cis or trans isomers or whether the geometrical isomerism is not possible. Okay, this point we will discuss in next lecture, but up till now all of you getting? So we just
Yes, sir.
revise. Can you tell me the meaning of isomers? Can you define isomers? Yes. Isomers means what?
Isomers are compound or same molecular formula but differ from each other in physical or chemical properties.
Exactly. Good. Correct. And the phenomena is called isomerism. Okay. So there are the two types of isomerism: structural isomerism and stereoisomerism. Structural isomerism having 5 different types. Just give the different 5 types.
Chain isomerism, position isomerism, functional isomerism, metamerism, and tautomerism.
Yes, exactly. Very good. And stereoisomerism, which can be classified, or there are the 2 types of stereoisomerism, which are those?
Geometrical
and
isomerism and
Yes,
optical
exactly.
isomerism.
Very good. Geometrical and optical isomerism. So up till now, all of you getting what is the isomerism, what is the meaning of structural isomerism, stereoisomerism, their types, as well as the what is geometrical isomerism. So all of you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here we stop. Thank you and happy learning.